Hello, David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. Welcome back. Well, it's that time of year. This is our annual gift giving video, and we've been doing this for, well, almost as long as I've had the channel on YouTube. It's a favorite video of a few people. First of all, obviously, you and me, the Bond fans out there, because it's a way to really see what's new out there, what's exciting, and then possibly how to lay down the hint to your loved ones who constantly say to you, I have no idea what to get you. Yes, I know. Even though you've got an uber focus on your passion of James Bond, they still say, I don't know what to get you. This video helps them to navigate that impossible journey of buying you something. The other audience that tends to like these videos are you, the other people in the world besides the typical Bond fans, the super fans, if you will. The spouses, the friends, the families, the loved ones, the brothers, the sisters, the uncles, the aunts, the grandmothers. The list is endless. You need some assistance, and I'm here to be your assistance. I'm not AI, no, real flesh. Yeah, everything in front of the tree, ready to talk to you about the holidays and gift giving. Now listen, I'm going to start off by saying something. It's a little kumbaya moment. The greatest gift that you can give this holiday season is you, your company, your engagement, a phone call, being with somebody, being with friends. I have plans to be with friends and family, and those are the best moments because we're humans and we do a lot of this, think. We do a lot of, computer and phones, etc. It's putting those down and just engaging with your loved ones as, I don't know, a human being. Yeah. But I know this is also a holiday where there's an exchange of things, so I'm here to help you with that today. Now, I've already begun, and you don't even know that I've begun because I'm wearing one of my newest pieces. I love it. It's super soft, and that is, of course, this piece right here, this retro-looking argyle piece from NPeal cashmere and Penfold. I know, it's a Penfold cashmere jaunt collab with NPeal. They came together. I love it. I love it when Bond brands come together to create something just for us. And this is just for us. You don't need to be a Bond fan for this because this doesn't scream James Bond. James Bond didn't wear this in any film. No actor that we know of that's James Bond wore this. But it's this beautiful midnight blue navy. It's got this great green and yellow pop. It's got this retro argyle. The way it fits, it's ribbed at the bottom here. It's ribbed right here as well, and it's got this wonderful zip-up neck. It's got the leather tabs. It's got all the little details and accoutrements that you love and know about NPeal. So let's take a look really up close. You've got that, again, that beautiful blue, that cashmere. This thing is soft. Now, we do talk about sizing here. 42, 31, that's my waist, it's my chest size. I'm actually wearing a size small, and I like the way it fits. I've got the armholes nice and high, but this is not shrink wrapped on me, but I like it a little bit more to form. If you like it a little bit bigger and you are my size, go medium, but they also have size charts. I know, revolutionary. The other thing is, you should know about NPeal real quick, my good friends over there, is that they do the most amazing gift wrapping. They also do 007 gift wrapping. You never know what's in here, and I haven't even opened this up yet, but I worked with them to curate, just give me a basic thing. Look at this, by the way. How cool is that? That's what I mean by the pomp and circumstance of wrapping. I asked them for a basic, so I wanted to show you that it doesn't always need to be James Bond fancy, but this is a simple, beautifully soft white turtleneck. And it's something that can go under anything that I have. And believe me, folks, it's getting really cold now outside in my state. So a basic like this and a basic like somebody that you're shopping for is perfect. The other thing I'll mention with what I'm wearing, I know all these like little secret explosion moments. The pants, pleated. Nice, big, wide pockets like I like. And by the way, not shrink wrapped, not skinny, not super skinny. It's like a regular fit. Kind of a little bit of, again, a heritage throwback, just like NPeal is. Yeah, these are NPeal. And you're like, hold the phone, David. You're saying to me that NPeal makes trousers? I call them pants, which is making everybody outside of the United States wince. Trousers. All right, let's elevate it up a little bit. Yes, they're trousers. They're super comfortable. They're like a fawn color. They remind me of the ones that sort of Sean Connery wore in Goldfinger. Just saying. But these are incredibly comfortable, very cozy. But folks, we've got a myriad, yes, I said myriad, of things that we've got to talk about and show you. And I've got to go over to the treasure trove of gifts. They're not under the tree yet. It's too early. No. So I've got to go check them out. Why don't you come with me? Come on. Yeah, come on. Okay. I'm here in my office. I'm comfortable. I'm ready to do this. And this one, I think you're going to really like, because this one that I'm looking at right now, I'm not going to go small. No, that's not what you're here for. This is something I didn't even know existed. I know. I thought I was a super fan. This proved me wrong. Here we go. Ready for this? And by the way, this to me just says holidays. It's the MOONRAKER space shuttle ship. Look at this. Look at this. This is from Motor Max. Now, I'm going to kind of get up nice and close here so you can see this, but there is the landing pad from the movie. You've got the rockets. You've got the MOONRAKER shuttle itself with all the correct markings. You got the 007 logo, so this is official. In fact, look at this. You got the 60th anniversary right on top, which is very cool. And you've got the poster in the corner. Look at the size of this. This is, I mean, my head is big. It's like Mardi Gras big. But this thing is a really good size. This is bigger than the Corgi, and it's not the Corgi. It's by Motor Max. Now, I saw this by absolute chance. I was on eBay, and I saw this had come out, and I sort of freaked out and said, this is clearly sold out. Hardly any of them are sold out. They're available in a bunch of places. We're going to put a link below here in the United States where this is available. But ready for this? This giant diorama, complete with Space Marines, by the way, is $29. I know. And look at this box. I mean, I'm gushing a little bit. There's a really good, nice view of this. I'm gushing because this is something, it's like, look, I'm a 55-year-old child, all right? You're probably a child too, at least at heart. When you see something like this, it says the holidays. Unwrapping this, or if you get this for the Bond fan in your life and they unwrap this on Christmas morning or Hanukkah night, they are going to be in absolute love with this. Look at this. You can even put it on the side and it still looks amazing. Now I'm torn because do I get another one of these and just open it up and display it in my MOONRAKER area? I don't know. Probably not. No, I think I'm going to be very satiated with this one in that really cool box. Look at that. It's got the Drax symbol. Somebody, whoever designed the box and designed this, knew the Bond fan, knew somebody like me would be in their office like this, you know, with their wife asking, why the heck did you get another toy? But this is amazing. I tell you, I'm incredibly happy with this. And this has been sort of a holiday of gifts and baubles and beads and products that really connect to the Bond fan. I feel like in many cases, these companies or many of these companies are really listening or they've got a finger on the pulse of what the Bond fan wants. For example, 007.com store. The 007.com store came out with this. Now, right from the beginning, you could probably tell what this is. You probably even know what this is about. But those of you that are shopping for the Bond fan in your life, this is from Skyfall, inarguably one of people's favorite Daniel Craig movies. There's Casino Royale. Skyfall usually comes next in the rankings of Daniel Craig films, but anything from Skyfall we've got a big heart for. But this smacks of the holidays. So I have not opened this up yet. All right, first of all, safety precautions. It says something about a snow globe. So guess what? It's a snow globe. But I'm going to take this out very gently. Here's the torture that I go through. Nice box, nice sturdy box. Put that aside gently. crash. This is the torture I go through, is that I've had this for a few weeks and I haven't opened it until I did this holiday gift giving video. Oh, so cool. All right, so let me shake it up. Shake it up. So, of course, there's that great reflection in the window, so it's really hard to see, but that is the stag. It's kind of a greenish gray color like in the film. And of course, no matter where I move it, you don't really get to see it that well. But it says SKYFALL in there. And the snow, it's almost like dusky. You know, it's a little cloudy, it's a little silvery. You got the big old 007 that says this is an official piece from Danjak. And it's very simple. So what I like about this, let me show you what happened last year. So The Spy Who Loved Me, there was one where, look at that, parachuting off of the cliff, one of these scenes from the movie. I love the snow globe. As soon as we decorated for the holidays, this snow globe came right out. But this one I feel like could be on your desk all year round because it doesn't have really any markings on this. It's very innocuous. It's a hidden, here we go, it's a hidden James Bond moment. And it doesn't say SKYFALL, except on that little plaque here. But if you know, you know. So it just looks like a really nice stag statue, very British. So I think it fills the bill of that kind of hidden moment that you may want to have. Absolutely a stunner, highly recommended. And again, we're gonna put links to everything out there. Now you're saying to yourself, well, that's all nice. I have a sartorial Bond fan that's a bit more, I don't know, what's the word? Avant-garde. And they're also a bit nostalgic. They love celebrating the anniversaries. They've got a penchant for Roger Moore. So you've got all this wonderful criteria that you're going through. This probably fits the bill. And we got to give some love to our folks over at Orlebar Brown because they did an Octopussy launch. We were actually at their corporate center for the launch. It was fantastic. Great people were there. We had a lot of fun. But this is Orlebar 007 line. And check these bathing suits out, these shorts. Look at that. It says Octopussy with kind of an abandoned logo with, of course, the octopus there. And this is, as you know, they're famous shorts. Now these things are made of multiple pieces. We've already talked about the high quality, but this has the gun logo. It has Octopussy, its anniversary. And by the way, the pattern continues everywhere. Even, I kid you not, here's the details, inside the pocket itself. So this is just a fantastic piece. Again, this is for the person that's a little bit more warm weather getaway, avant-garde, just wants to connect with Bond, and certainly a Roger Moore aficionado. Or they like octopuses. I know, either or. So this next one, you may not recognize. This is, and again, we're going to be talking about sort of gifts that either blend in seamlessly with your life or they don't denote themselves as James Bond for one reason or another. Maybe they're heritage brands, like the Penfold that I'm wearing. And this one is from the good people at Cumbria Crustal. Now, dark detectives out there have identified different pieces used in the film. And of course, there's this very indelible scene where Bond is drinking. It's after he's been hurt in Casino Royale, and he downs some lovely amber adult beverages. Well, the tool, look at this pomp and circumstance. The tool he uses to do that, we're not editing a thing. It's like you're sitting here unwrapping gifts with me, is from Cumbria Crustal. Look at how this thing is wrapped. Beautiful packing. I mean, this, again, smacks of the holidays. This I'm going to be very gentle with because just by the very name, guess what it's made of? No extra points for that. Cumbria Crustal. So we have, oh, look at this thing. It's a work of art. We have the glass that he drinks from. And I tell you, this thing has such a heavy base, good quality glass. despite what M says that the fate of glass is to break, it's a French saying, this glass itself is sturdy. It feels sturdy. It feels like it's something in your hand, and you pour your favorite single malt or your favorite, Irish blend whiskey in there, or Johnny Walker Black, whatever it is that you want to do, and you start drinking and sipping for the holidays. And it's something very relaxing. The pomp and circumstance, the old world charm about putting something into a glass, taking the time to do that, not drinking out of a carton out of a refrigerator. That's not the Bond lifestyle. There's something very satisfying, I think is the right word, about a heavy piece of glass. And people collect these. I know people that have bought one to put in their collection and one to while away the day after a very tough day. So absolutely love this from the good people at Cumbria Crustal. Now, we talked about 007.com, and we've got to talk about men's jewelry. I know, doesn't nowadays it's like, men's jewelry is raised an arched eyebrow. Well, look, men's jewelry has been around before the dawn of time. Neanderthal would probably wear bones, allegedly, or so saith Ugg, N of one. But this, I guess, could be denoted as jewelry. I call them accessories. And you've got these 007 branded and emblazoned, but licensed accessories. And again, it's these moments that 95% of the people that run into you wouldn't even know what it is. But the Bond fan will know, and you'll know. So first of all, we've got a wonderful pair of cufflinks. And you would probably recognize those for your eyes only. These are the Dove cufflinks, and they're a sign, obviously, they're a connection, but in this crazy world in which we live in, I'm not going to break into Live and Let Die because different movie. Here we go. We've got the cufflinks. They're a very high quality. I've worn these before. And another thing that I've worn, which again, if you know, you know, is of course the Dove pin as well. Yes, they carry the Dove pin. This is something, if you ever noticed the area for the boutonniere in a jacket or a lapel, there's a little lapel area. You can actually put a pin in there, and it's subtle. All you'll see, for example, is the Dove. And what makes it very nice and very subtle is that some people will notice it. It's a nice accent piece. You could have a charcoal suit or a dark navy, and it breaks up the suit very well, but it also connects it back to Bond. Now, this next part, stay with me on this, because this is not something that is going to be a monster gift under the tree. It just isn't. But it's something that people can really connect with. And that is fan clubs. What? I know, you're like, what do you mean, join a fan club as a gift? Yes, you could actually sign up a loved one for one of the many fan clubs out there. There's one like the James Bond Club Swiss, the Switzerland one. There's obviously, you've got the French one right here, James Bond Club France. And they come with wonderful cards and goodies and magazines. I mean, this is a little fold out that came in some of their magazines. And then you've got 007 GB, the British James Bond Club. Here's my card right here. I'm 0012. And they knighted me that because 2012 is when my channel kind of burst on the scene. So nice little homage to that. Got my signature in the back. Little representation. There's new cards coming out. But what's cool about this is that joining any of these cards, they provide a multitude of different things from a gift standpoint. First of all, you will get magazines. You'll get invited to events, club events, parties, things with Bond alumni, things with just friends in the Bond community that you can connect with. The other thing they'll do is they'll connect you together. And this is all around camaraderie and bonding. Yeah, there it is. I threw it out there. And anytime that you can join a club and that feeling of relatability, relevancy, and belonging, it does something. It does something philosophical and it does something physical to people. And so by belonging to a club that sort of has these visions and goals that they can connect with, they help each other, there's something very gift giving about that. So there's a myriad of different ones. Obviously 007GB has many things in English, but the French club has started to do things in English as well. So I'm looking forward to that. But there's probably a club in your neck of the woods. Some of them charge a club price, some of them don't. The Irish James Bond Irish or Ireland fan club, Irish fan club. I probably got that wrong. My apologies. I did a whole video on them. They are someone that doesn't charge anything. You just need to join their Facebook page. So there's a lot of ways to give the gift of connecting, belonging, and being a part of the club. And now we've got to move on to a box. And any box that's got a big 007 emblazoned on it kind of gets me a little excited because, again, it's the whole what's in the box. This box in particular is brought to you by Penfold. 007 Penfold. And it's got this no break tape, but I've got a knife. And I will cut you. No, actually, I just want to get this open so we can all see what's in here, because this is a box. The whole thing with boxes, any of these boxes, I love display and I love the pomp and circumstance around packaging and wrapping, because it really does smack of the holidays. You know, opening something up, the mystery of what's in it. Well, mystery no more. Let's open it up. Oh, look at that. First thing you're greeted with. See, Penfold does it right. They've got the 007 wrapping in here, and we're going to undo it very carefully. Oh, look at that. We've got good old Mr. Connery, Sean Connery, and he has got a ball marker in there, but it's a Penfold logo, or Penfold Golf 007, nice and heavy. You got the emblem on the background. Ooh boy. All right, who wants 3 1/4 hundreds of, bag of 50 tees. Look at this. These all have Penfold on them, but they've got the 007 on top. How cool is that? I am digging that. And then of course you've got to get, almost by obligation, you've got to get the Penfold hearts that he uses in Goldfinger. It's still in the box. This box is holding so much here. You could share this with friends. I wouldn't. Sorry, not sorry. And then finally at the bottom of this gaping box here, oh my, oh my, oh my. You've got this wonderful 007 towel. It's quilted. Now, it's a golf towel, yes, but you can use this for a host of different things. You can use this for wiping down yourself, a car, a lot of different aspects in life. Now, we've got to cover at least one book, and it's tough because there's a lot of great books that came out this year. Could have gone in a lot of different directions. This one in particular, I don't think it's going to surprise you. It's the illustration, Jeff Marshall, Beauty of Bond. Now, if you haven't picked this up, what are you doing? But it's a great gift because the imagery, look at some of this in here, is beautiful. Jeff Marshall has been connected to the fan community for a long time, but you know, one of the things he does incredibly well is to paint very realistically, but almost in the mold of a bygone year. I mean, look at these images. And the whole book is filled with Bond women, Bond girls, Bond femme fatales, Bond villains, all from the films. Your favorites are absolutely in here. And what's really great about this book is it's kind of a joint effort by a lot of different individuals, Jeff Marshall obviously being at the center of that effort. But I love this book because it's a coffee table book. This resides now in my collection area and right by my couch. And then as people come in, they just are very curious. They pick it up. I had some of my my brother's friends the other day in here, and one of them just absentmindedly started picking them up and taking a look at it and embracing it, engulfing it. And now they probably bought this book. So it's absolutely one to put on your I need to get moments. And speaking of that, I wanted to show you something that, again, is more of a gesture, more of an activity, more of an action, a verb, if you will, than actually getting an item, some product. And I've been wearing it the whole time. And no, it's not to ask you to purchase an Omega watch, but if you have the means, It's a great watch. I'm actually wearing my Quantum of Solace Omega watch for a very good reason. If you have, and chances are you may have, a watch that you've purchased, an Omega watch that you've purchased, and it's a bit older, or maybe it's used, or maybe it's just seen the journey of your life and it's a little bit battered. Omega has this wonderful service where you can send your watch in or bring it to a boutique or a flagship store, and they will service it for you. It costs usually about $700 or so, depending on what needs to be done, but they will replace items, they will shine it up, and I'm telling you, this watch was battered and bruised. I brought it in for servicing, and by the way, I brought it to Sophie's Choice Moment, my favorite boutique, which is Dario's boutique in New York City. It's the Omega flagship store in New York City. On Dario and his team, they just take care of you. And sure enough, they took care of me when I brought in this Quantum of Solace Beauty, and they made it even more beautiful. They've got it running like a top. And you can do the same for your watch. It breathes new life into your watch, into your Omega. And now you start to reconnect with it again. It could be a watch that maybe you've put down as a secondary watch because these newer watches have come up the ladder. You know, there's a hierarchy ladder that when you get a new watch. But the older watches need love and they need service. And what's really cool is they send back your watch into this display case. I mean, there's this travel case that's absolutely beautiful. It comes in here. This is relatively new that they're doing this. Look at this. It's almost like this beautiful like bookcase that holds your watch. Some people will use this by their nightstand to display their watch, but just look at the leather and the beauty of this. And again, this is about Omega doing a few things right. They're doing the customer service right. They respect the heritage of their brand and the item that you invested in. These are investments. But they're also making sure that the service and the experience, they communicate with you the whole time. You understand what's doing and you understand the value of it. And that's sometimes the best gift of all, is hitting on all the things that we love about Bond products. Well, I hope that was helpful. That's our gift guide for this year. Look, I've got my very festive holiday hat on. I've got my 1930s, very holiday-oriented smoking jacket. Look at that pocket square. Wow. And so I'm ready. Are you ready? So here's the deal. We've got all the links below. The best way to use this video is send it to a loved one, send it to your family, send it to your friends, and say, look, this guy, he kind of gets me and he knows what I'm looking for. Here are the links below. Have at it. It's as easy as that. So there's your prescription. Now, all that being said, I'm going to reiterate something that I said in a podcast and at the beginning of this video. I mean what I say when I say that the greatest gift is to connect with each other, with friends, with family. Reach out to people that you haven't spoken to in a long time. It's an amazing feeling to re-engage, to update each other, to tell people that they are relevant and that they matter. That's the best gift of all. You can't wrap that. It's not something you're going to get from a website, and it's not something that I can recommend from a product standpoint on this video. So you know what to do at this point. Do the human thing. What is it? Hashtag be kind. Yeah, do that. In the meantime, I'll let you go. Holiday decorations and plans and eggnog to be drank. So I'm going to drink it. In the meantime, this has been David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. We'll see you real soon. Take care. Thanks for watching this episode. If you want to be up on the latest from the Bond Experience, just click on this subscribe and subscribe to our channel. You're going to get all the latest and greatest information, plus some exclusive content. And by the way, speaking of content, here's something especially for you, just because we know you. Talk to you soon.